And today we are honoring a trailblazer who truly inspired the world and would have been 96 years old today.
In honor of Maya Angelou's birthday, we are sharing incredible stories of inspiration. That includes the story of a Pilot Mountain high school student who is juggling college classes, 2 sports, and her own business.
And she launched that business at just 13 years old.
Wow.
I spoke with her to talk more about it.
So yeah, I kind of just have to live by my scheduling book pretty much.
With several swipes,
I can wash up to 5-story windows from the ground.
Grace Leftwich leaves windows looking spick and span.
A lot of people do support me in being so young and having a business.
Yeah, you heard that right. Her own business at the age of just 17.
It's very nice to have your own money and you don't have to nag your parents all the time for money and all that, so it's good.
Window washing by Grace began when she was only 13 at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, when she decided she wanted to make her own money.
But I couldn't get a traditional job because of my sports and school schedule, so I needed a job that I could control my own hours.
And while most of us think of window washing as maybe a quick chore around the house, Grace's business goes far beyond that, even washing massive buildings like this one.
It's a pretty long process, but it works and it gets people's windows clean, so I guess people like it like that.
As far as how Grace came up with this specific business, well, her parents did have a hand in that. Her dad had a background in window washing with his brother.
I was the one that trained her, showed her what to do, and then little by little I stepped back.
And now
There's no wasted time.
she does everything on her own.
It's impressive at times. I don't know how she gets a lot of it done.
Aside from her hustle, Grace also attends East Surrey High School, a straight-A student taking all college classes and juggling not just one, but 2 sports.
Very overwhelming at times, especially during this season because I'm doing 2 sports right now.
Some days that can look like starting a job at 5:30 a.m. and then making quote runs between classes and sporting events.
And then after that, I come home and I sit down and I make sure everything's good for the day, make sure all the clients are answered and all of that, and catch up on schoolwork.
She's made quite a name for herself.
Reoccurring clients, I'll probably say about 100 to 150, and then like new clients that are just texting me like every day. I'll probably say around 250, 300 people.
She wants to encourage other people her age and thinks any teen with a dream of starting a business should just go for it.
I want to toot my own horn, but I think it's pretty smart to know like how to do that. Like when you're young, I would encourage a lot of young people to do it. If you're wanting to start your own business, I would say to go ahead and do it.
Sky's the limit, really. She's impressive. I tell her all the time, but I grow up, I want to be like her.
Very
Amazing.
impressive.
I know. Grace plans to attend Liberty University in Lynchburg, majoring in entrepreneurship with a minor in finance. I think she has a great head start.
Oh yeah. As for her window washing business, she does clean for both residential and commercial buildings and often has help from her friends.
She even won a competition for her business, and you can find a link to contact her in the story on WXII12.com.
She deserves